Hey y'all. So I hope everybody is having a good week so far, and people aren't letting this quarantine and homeschooling and any of the stresses that may be coming with that get them down too much. That you're still finding some happiness and joy in little places here and there. Um, so we have had some really good days weather wise here recently. And so Sunday, my husband did not have to work this past weekend, which, if you've watched my other posts, you know he's been working almost every weekend since September. And so he had the weekend off, and it was a beautiful day in the 80s and sunny, and we really wanted to get the boys out of the house and do something for a little bit. So we went to a local pond here that's out in the country where we live, so it's not overcrowded. So we were able to practice our social distancing with no problem. And we, let the boys fish. Well, Fisher didn't fish, but Lucas loves to fish, and my husband loves to fish, and he's been teaching Lucas, and so he has been asking repeatedly for forever, when can we go fishing? When can we go fishing? So we took them out, and Fisher is not a homebody at all. So he loves to go anywhere where he can get out and do something. And so we thought it would be great for him to get out and move around and get some exercise, and be out somewhere other than our yard. And he quickly found a mud pile right on the edge of the water, and he was digging in the mud by the handfuls and throwing it in, and dirt and mud all over his clothes and his shoes. But it was fine. He had fun. So we got plenty of that sensory time in, and we just got home, and I threw the clothes straight in the wash, and I threw him straight in the bathtub. So we had a lot of fun doing that. So this is just a clip of us having our little trip away from home just for a short period of time to get active and try to keep the boys engaged, while everybody is stuck, not being able to go most places. And I do want to talk about, when you see Fisher throwing the mud in the water, this is pretty much what he does around any body of water. And this started last summer. The summer before, we took a little beach day, just a day-long beach trip. We took him to an aquarium, and then we went to the beach, and we took him swimming, and he had no fear of the water. He just walked straight out until he got knocked off of his feet. Of course, he had on a life jacket, and I was right there on top of him. But no fear, which we were glad he wasn't afraid of the water, but then at the same time, it was also scary that he didn't have any fear of the water. Because, of course, if he ran off and went out in the water, and he had no concept of danger. So, last summer, though, he started getting resistant to being in the water. He was nervous about going in the pool, which we had been to and he loved before. We went to like a little small camp beach area that's out here close to where we live, and he did not want to get in the water. He didn't want to put his feet down. Even when we carried him out into the water, he didn't want to put his feet down to touch the bottom, which he warmed up to it. But if he had his choice, he just wanted to stay on the outside edge and just throw things in the water. So at the pool, that meant throwing rocks, like little pebbles that you find sometimes from the cement, trash if he found it, people's objects. He would try to steal people's flip-flops and pool toys and just throw them in the water. So I had to stay right on top of him the whole time to try to avoid him from doing that. And he did the same thing when we went to the beach area last year. He would just walk up and down the edge of the water on the beach area, and anything he could find, sticks, seaweed, people's personal belongings and toys and trash, and just throw it in the water. So I'm not sure what his fascination is with that. I don't know if he's getting something out of that sensory wise, if it has anything to do with the actual throwing motion, because he also in the past has thrown his drinking cups all the time, and which has been a huge mess. I always say with those the Roomba vacuum cleaners that will vacuum your house by yourself, that I need a mop that's like that, but they can just like run up walls and everything, because we constantly had juice just splattered everywhere, all over the floor and the dashboard, baseboards. There's been times that it splattered like straight up to the ceiling. So I don't know if he's getting something out of that throwing motion, or if it's just, a typical toddler behavior. It's just fun for him to do. I know he likes the splashing effect. He likes to throw heavy objects because he likes to get that splash effect. But that's pretty much all he wants to do. And so that's fine. He had a blast doing that on Sunday, and I'm just glad we all got to get out and spend some time as a family. So that's all this is. That's just what I wanted to show you for today. And also, if this might be helpful for some people, I made a chicken fajita crock pot dinner on Sunday while we were out fishing, and it was the first time I tried it, and it was a big hit. Of course, Fisher didn't eat it. He has his aversions to food, and we did not try to get him to eat anything like that. But it was a big hit for the rest of us. So I thought, in these times where people are having a hard time making trips to the grocery store often, or might be trying to find budget-friendly meals if you haven't been able to work as much as you were before all of this happened. So I thought I would just throw this recipe in there. I will also post a picture at the end of the video of what it looked like in the crock pot before I cooked it. And of course, we just threw it on some tortilla shells with some melted cheese and some sour cream. You could add avocado to it if you wanted, extra salsa, whatever you like to eat on your tacos or your fajitas. But it was just really simple, and so I thought this might just be a little helpful tip for somebody. Also, I would love it if you would share pictures or comments about things that you have done with your kids and your family to kind of break up the monotony. Is that right? Monotony of being stuck at the house and not being able to go out and to do a lot of the fun activities that your family is used to doing. So please share any tips, any tricks. It might be helpful for anybody else that maybe watches the video and sees your comments. And I hope everybody has a good rest of the week, and I hope we're supposed to get some really nice weather here still the next couple days, and I hope that keeps up, because it has been great for the boys to get that plenty of outdoor time and to wear them down and keep them active and keep them engaged. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.
You can let Dallas go down and get a drink if she wants. She might be thirsty. What do you think, Fisher?
I can't hold it that long.
That's okay. You can let her go now, but I just didn't want her to be able to get in the road in front of that truck.
You're going back this way. Okay.
You got another rock?
Hey, babe.
Splash! Yeah. Was that bug spray?
Why is Dallas going this way?
Come here, Lucas. Let's spray your legs.
Splash! Lucas, you gonna catch us a big fish today?
Yep.
Cool.
I think I will.
What's Daddy got in there, Fisher? Stay close to her so she doesn't get wrapped up around
Should've
anything.
brought that
There you
damn
go.
umbrella that was in the back of the Tahoe that I took out.
That's fine. You can go right there. She's just checking it out.
Worm? Would they get it?
It's the first time I've ever seen him nervous about touching an animal. What is it, Fisher?
The worm?
There you go, worm. Look, he don't want to put his leg back down.
Oh, that'd be twice as bad.
Good cast. Here comes Fisher. Ooh, we're gonna have to take your shoes off before you get back in the car. You like the way that mud feels, Fisher? Bring it over and throw it on this side, I guess. Wait a minute. Find some shade, Dallas. Does that little breeze feel good? Are you caught? Stuck again? Man, that feels Lucas,
What?
what did you do to your brother?
I covered him and he liked it.
Where's Fisher?
No, he's not gonna do it.
Look at you! I see you in there. Y'all are so
He's actually stuck. He can't get out. He's stuck.
y'all are so silly.
I don't know.
Silly brothers.